What does the vault have in store for us today?
Well, humble audience, I will tell you, 2025 MTG Jumpstart, let's do this. We're going to do a head-to-head battle of Jumpstart, but first we're going to take a glimpse of what we have to expect in this set. It's really fun. Basically, if you've never opened a Jumpstart pack before, you're going to open the pack and you're going to get 20 cards that are all themed out to a specific strategy in Magic the Gathering. Now, this is really fun if you're going to draft with your friends for the first time, because the drafting, you don't really have to draft anything. Everybody opens up 2 packs. You can throw those cards all together in one 40-card deck and play against your friends. You could get something like Life Gain and Cats. Throw them together, bam, you can battle your friends for MTG supremacy. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
What we're going to do, we're going to each show you how it's done. In our next video, we will actually play our decks with the cards that we open from there. So right off the get-go, I think there are just about 24 booster packs in this box. Adorable. There's a little sloth right there. We'll throw that aside, but each of us is going to get 3 packs each. We will open the rest on the channel so you can see what is in the packs, or in this video, I mean. So those will be our packs for which we battle one another.
Okay.
You ready?
I am ready.
So there are so many fun surprises in this set. Now, Foundations was also a really good set because it's very accommodating to new players and some older players alike. Because you notice that you get a lot of straightforward cards in that set, but you also get really power-crept cards in that set at the same time.
Yes.
So the goal there was to get new players and older players excited simultaneously. But 2025 Jumpstart, we're going to get a lot of cool cards, plus each pack has an anime card in it. So check this out. We've got Inventive for our first deck strategy. So
It looks like it's mono blue.
Mono blue. Yep, you're only going to get 1 color of each of the cards.
Okay.
Padim, Console of Innovation. So Padim may look familiar to some. It's like, where have I seen this guy before? Because this is the anime version of Padim, Console of Innovation. You see he has more of like an anime manga style for the artwork. So artifacts you control have hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest mana value or tied for the highest mana value, draw a card. All stuff that you've seen before, so it's going to be like kind of an artifact deck. Gilded Scuttler. Shardless Outlander, pretty cool reprint. Ornithopter of Paradise, new artwork. That looks beautiful. It might be new. I haven't seen it before. That looks beautiful, new to me. Blink of an Eye, just Minotaur Eyeballs Ghost. Sure. Moving on, Barry in the Books, Experimental Aviator, Chief of the Foundry, other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. These are all relatively straightforward strategies. Eager Construct.
I get why they called it the Innovator. It's a lot of constructs.
Absolutely. Guardian Idol and Prophetic Prism. Fun about this that we can combine with another color, so we're going to get blue for one of our colors if this is one of the ones that we drafted, and we're going to add a color of the other side, so Treasure Keeper, Seat of the Synod. Ooh, these are really fun. This is from maybe like Kaldheim when they originally came up, but they're artifact lands. So this will actually count towards your strategy.
Artifacts.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Thriving Isle, and then we're going to get a bunch of lands, so we don't need to go through all the lands. We'll just move on to the next pack. Any questions so far?
Yes. Are there certain ones that you were specifically looking for?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so there are some really good power crept cards in this. Landfall, this actually might be it right here. There's one called a Scythe Cat Cub. So you're playing a deck that relies on a lot of lands hitting the battlefield and +1/+1 counters. The Scythe Cat Cub, if we come across it, will do both simultaneously. So landfall, please, 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 please be the card that I'm looking for. Yes, there it is. Scythe Cat Cub. So he's a 2-cost. He's adorable as heck. He's a cat. He's got trample for 2/2. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature instead. Holy Lord. Okay, so 2-drop landfall. This is going to go great, especially if you're playing like a commander like us. If you're playing Omnath, Source of Creation. If you're playing Wolverine that came out in the new Wolverine set. +1/+1 counters every time you do land, so you're playing, and there's no cap on this ability. You're playing like 3 visits, you're playing a lot of sources that allow you to ramp. Wolverine, attack round 3 or 4. You just took somebody out of the game. Unbelievable card. This is really, really nice. People are going to want 4 of them for Modern. Just Power Corrupt, and this is like a $50 card. Just to let everybody know, it's $50. That is crazy sauce.
Editor, put that in.
Yeah. Sutina, Speaker of Tujiro, Elf Scout. This is an anime Sutina. When she enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. Whenever Sutina attacks, you may return a land you control to the owner's hand. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Really, really nice. See, like you're going to get a congruent strategy, and then this is also a really good jumpstart into Commander if you're trying to put a 100-card deck together. This is going to give you 20 cards that you absolutely need.
I always like Bite Down.
Bite Down's great. Again, Wolverine. Landfall for Canopy Baloth. Grazing Gladeheart. Groundswell. Harrow, very good card. Skyglaive Pickaxe. Snapping Gnarlid. Spore Mound, you know Spore Mound.
I do.
Evolving Wilds, I like the artwork, looks very Simic to me. Thriving Grove, and a bunch of forests. There's a card in here that I think you would really like as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And hopefully, you know, if we open it up today, you will see, because it's like it is a Golgari card, and she is a Golgari Gorgon, and she's an anime Gorgon, and you can use her.
Cool. Don't get me all excited.
You can use her as a commander because she's a legendary. Beautiful, but it is a $100 card, I think.
Clerics,
okay, so mono black, here we go. Taborax, Hope's Demise. Demon Cleric for 2/2. All right. Hey, Bubby. How's it going? All right. Taborax, Hope's Demise, flying, and he has lifelink as long as he has 5 or more +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Taborax. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw one card, and if you do, lose 1 life. Nice little draw engine. Definitely get some +1/+1 counters. You could see how Landfall and this one might help each other in a way. Null Priest of Oblivion, Vampire Cleric, a rare there. Revoke Demise, or a legendary, I should say. Bone Caller Cleric, Bargain of the Dark, Agonizing Siphon, Archfiend's Vessel. Does anyone's brains just read like the second word and then you go back to the first? You're like, what did I just do? Eerie Soul Tender, very fancy. Coma's Faithful, Elf Cleric, that might be interesting for a Lateral deck that we're putting together. Scion of the Swarm, Skemfar Shadow Sage, another really good elf card. Okay, so yeah, a lot of swamps right there. Put that right there. Cleric one went pretty well. It's gonna be hard to beat Scythe Cat Cub unless we pull some solid gold. Oh geez, I'm running into the same issue.
So, what would be Merlin's colors?
Merlin? Merlin, sorry. He's like, what?
You said it like he was in trouble. Also, I kissed his forehead and now it's pink.
Why'd you do that?
He has to have a bath anyways. He meets Santa tomorrow.
He does. We're very excited to introduce him to Santa Claus. Santa Claus would be a group hug. He would be everything but black, probably.
Yeah.
Because I think Krampus would have swamps somewhere in it.
Oh, yeah.
Santa Claus would be a group hug strategy, giving everybody presents, you know?
Yeah.
Merlin might be mono white. think he just cares about protection.
Yeah.
You like Yoshimaru? Ever faithful? Yeah. Okay, goblins coming up. This might be General Crete. No, okay, Goblin Rabble Master, also really good. Other goblin creatures you control attack each combat if able. At the beginning of the combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token with haste. And whenever it attacks, it gains +1 until end of turn for each other attacking goblin. Goblins, one of the most supported tribes. It's very aggressive. You could also play your General Cretes or your Krankos with this deck. Hey, there's General Crete right there. That's good. That's like a $10 card right there. The Bolt Bringer, and it's anime. You get an anime goblin. That's not a bad guy. You know, sometimes in anime I keep seeing bad goblins. This is a good goblin. She has, whenever one or more goblins you control attack, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Whenever another creature you control enters General Crete, the Bolt Bringer deals 1 damage to every opponent. That is crazy. So you make goblins with Kranko, who's making maybe 10 goblins per turn. You can just keep dealing 10 damage to people, which is unbelievable. Battle Cry Goblin, which is on the cover. I love that artwork. Destructive Digger. Kranko's Command. Other ways to bring out goblins. Volley Veteran. Brute Strength. Fanatical Firebrand. Fire Prophecy. Fissure Wizard. Shock. And we got our land. So it's going to be just like a thriving, depending on your biome. But man, that's these have been fun packs so far. A lot of value in there. A lot of people like anime cards. And if you're looking for Kranko, if you get that Goblin pack, Kranko also comes with the Foundation packs. He's been reprinted in there. Nice little few dollar card there. Landfall again. Oh, give me double Scythe Cat. Give me.
Is it going to be the exact same then?
No, they can be different.
It can be different.
It can be different. Landfall, here we go. Oh, Ancient Green Warden. See what I mean?
Okay.
So this is the elemental side. So you may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So you, like when landfall, stack on landfall, you might get multiple effects. So that's really nice. And Sutina, Speaker of the Tajiro. I would have preferred another Scythe Cat, but that is also really cool. Just so everybody gets to see the variety of new potential commanders and legendaries for your deck. Krosan Tusker, Retreat to the Kazanu, Snapping Gnarlid, Territorial Scythe Cat. So this is the older Scythe Cat. And apparently the babies are just better than their adult counterparts. So Trample, Landfall, you can put a +1/+1 on him.
Merlin's better than us.
Yeah. Merlin is pretty good. Would he be considered a baby still?
Yes, he's a baby. He'll always be a baby.
All right. Always, forever, baby.
Yeah, he's our baby.
Oh, here we go. We got Heroes. This might be from, I think the artwork is from Theros. You would have really liked Theros set.
Yeah, I know.
We'll open it one day.
Okay. It's mono white.
For this pack.
That is, yeah.
Bregon, Soldier of Meletis. Legendary human soldier, 2/2. Vigilance heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Bregon, put a +1/+1 counter on Bregon. Tap, remove a +1/+1 counter from Bregon, draw a card. Very nice. And she's got kind of like these little angel wings. She's got a, what looks like a ram next to her. That's really cute artwork. Like that a lot. Faithful Pike Master, Rhino Monk Soldier, Dauntless Onslaught. Oh, I really like that artwork. Again, I think that might be Theros, if I'm not mistaken. A Crowan Skyguard, Chains of Custody, Defiant Strike, a Favored Hoplite. This is basically going to be a very straightforward offensive, defensive, just heroic effects stack up. So heroic, whenever you cast a spell that targets Tethmos, High Priest, return target creature card from your with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your battlefield. just a Hall of Heroes deck. You know, there's going to be effects for making your heroes do really cool battle things. All right. Ooh, and we got some cool planes.
So we've got at least one pack for each mono color.
Yes, so far. It's been a nice mix.
Yeah.
Sometimes you open up the box and you're like, all right, well, it definitely wants me to play this deck. And we got Enchanted. So this might also help our mono white deck. Enchanted. So we've got Favored of Iroas, Faithful Valkyrie, so a lot of angels maybe. Secluded Steppe, new different kind of land. It's got cycling of 1 planes. Thriving Heath. We've got, okay, interesting. They put the lands in the middle. Yeah. Sarah Angel, Banishing Light, Archon of Falling Stars, Captivating Unicorn, amazing. Chosen by Heliod. I like Heliod cards. Dreadful Apathy, Flutterfox, Glory Bearers, and Bazril's Lieutenant. Did anything look like the anime card?
That one. Maybe.
The Flutterfox?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to see.
I don't know. Maybe. Could be Flutterfox. That was the anime card. It's an interesting one.
I don't know. Tell me that I'm wrong in the comments below.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's obviously Glory Bearers because that's new art. It's like, might be. You might be right. Okay, dinosaurs. Hey, here we go. You.
For as much as I love dinosaurs, I don't have a dino deck.
I know.
That's because I don't know. I didn't feel like I needed to create one right away.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's what I play predominantly for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah. Dinosaurs. Well, I can assure you they're very fun in this one. There's a anime version of Galta Primal Hunger. You want to see that card? It's usually a game ender in green, and it's an anime style, so it's worth a little bit more because it's only been in that print once. Saurian Symbiote. You've got a fungus dinosaur.
Oh my gosh.
He's got all fungusy. Armored Kincaller. Colossal Dreadmaw. I love the name. Commune with Dinosaurs. Drover of the Mighty. It's just big, stacky, make them big and swing kind of deck strategy here.
This would be good in my Slimefoot deck.
Yeah?
You can create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token.
When he enters, yep.
Yeah,
and
you
reach.
put a +1/+1 counter on him.
Mm-hmm. Drowsing Pteranodon. Rampant Growth. Always good to get those cards in here. Savage Stomp. Thrashing Brontodon. Thundering Spineback. And then here are our lands. So if you want the dinosaurs closer to you, there you go. Yeah. Well, now you've got a pack of them. Should be 10 cards and then maybe 10 lands. Elves. Finally, we have elves. Maybe it's Dionys. Dionys would be great. There's a redhead elf. Leaf Crowned Visionary. This is a very good card. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay 1 green. If you do, draw a card. Incredible. This would go in a lot of elf strategies right here, and the artwork just goes really hard.
I'd like to try playing elves.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It ramps really easily. Razorgrass Invoker. Dionys, there we go. I said Dionys. Elvish Archdruid. Okay, this is gonna sound insane. Elves you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it and put a +1/+1 counter on it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Thank goodness that they only could trigger it once per turn, because that would be a little broken. Because you could tap it with Lathril and then still get a +1/+1 counter on it. And then you can untap Lathril, you could tap this again. Like, that would be bonkers. But that's still a really good ability. 4 cost, 3/3. Really nice. Elvish Visionary. Llanowar Elves. That's a really cool artwork for Llanowar Elves.
I didn't know that was going to be the artwork for it.
It's beautiful, and she's got flowers all around. Oh my goodness.
Because that's in... Did you put that in my slime foot, or did we put it in... Oh my goodness.
Our lateral project that we're working on?
That one too, but I have one of those.
I think you both have the one with the guy with the big arms.
We do.
Yeah, from the Foundations reprint. Arbor Armament. Band Together. Bounty of Skemthar. Okay, this is another card I was looking for that deck. These are so good. Just search the top 6 cards of your library. Put one of those land cards from the one on the battlefield and up to 1 elf card among them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your deck in the random order. So good. Very good cycling there. Girapur Guide. Overcome. Tajiro Path Warden. Thorn Wield Archer. And our lands. Another goblin!
I'm gonna laugh if you end up like opening up yours and it's just 3 packs of goblins.
I'll take it. That would be such a good strategy. I'll take 3 packs of goblins.
I'm playing all of them.
Yeah. I'm playing all goblins. Oops.
Oops, goblins.
Oops, all goblin. Dropkick Bomber. Goblin Goliath for our Mythic. He's a goblin mutant for 5/4. When he enters, create a number of 1/1. He is big. 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. And then you can pay 3 and 1 red tap. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent this turn, deals double that damage to the player instead. Whoo boy, General Crete loves this card. So you're gonna be dealing double the amount of damage from General Crete's ability because you're making a bunch of goblins, paying 4, and then turning all the goblins that you just brought out into 2 damage spread across instead. Man, Battlecry Goblin, love it. Love Haste Enablers. Kranko's Command, Volley Veteran, Goblin Arsonist, oh boy, Kindle Fury, Mog Flunkies, aw, they're nice boys. They're not flunkies.
They're nice boys.
Open Fire, Shock, and Lands, Mountains and Lands.
Mountains and lands.
Mountains and lands. I was gonna say bluffs and lands because of the thriving bluffs. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 minus 6.
No, this one.
9. We're halfway through the bot. Oh, over halfway through now. Bookworms. It's Tori. She's a bookworm. She belongs in mono blue.
Do I now?
Yep. Teferi's Ageless Insight. Do you like drawing cards?
Yeah.
So, see, you're a bookworm. Phantasmal Shieldback. Look at this nice little turtle protecting you. It's a turtle illusion.
I love it.
Starlight Snare. Seer Eleonora, the Discerning. She's a human knight, and she looks like
Awesome.
a really cool protagonist with a unicorn mount. Her power is equal to the number of cards in your hand, so you like drawing cards, gaining power for her.
Yeah.
When Eleonora enters, draw a card. Spells your opponent's cast that target Seer cost 2 more to cast, so she's got built-in protection. That's pretty nice for mono colored blue. Drag Under, draw cards. Uncomfortable Chill, draw cards. Fairy Vandal, flying, and when you draw your card, put a +1/+1 on him. Muse Drake, Mystic Skyfish. This is a beautiful card. It really speaks to me somehow. When you draw, it gains flying until end of turn. And then Reckless Scholar. Target player draws a card and then discards a card. You can get a little politicsy if you're playing this in Commander. Memorial to Genius. Blue would have a memorial to Genius personified.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
Goblins, baby. We don't need no stinking memorials. We just command and conquer. All right. I'm surprised I don't have a monocolored goblins deck at this point.
I don't either. I don't know why you don't either.
Oh, landfall. Give me Scythe Cat.
One?
Give me Scythe Cat. Here we go. Scythe Cat Cub.
Is this the third one?
Let's go, baby. Oh, Lotus Cobra.
Lotus Cobra.
That's still, hey, I'll take Lotus Cobra.
Yeah.
Undergrowth Champion again. Satina, Speaker of Tajiro. And I think we've got her before. Adventure Awaits. Bailiff, Woodcrasher, Bite Down, Canopy Baloth, Hero, Kazandu Stomper, Skyglaive, Pickaxe, Snapping Gnarlid. I think what happens is I get a good pool, and alright. I thought you had
I
that.
thought I did too.
You just had your hand up.
I did. Fine.
I get greedy, so when I see one Scythe Cat, I want more. Let's see. Give me Mono Black. Give me Mono Black this time. We only had one so far. Mono Black. Bloody. Okay, I think you might get a... I'm not going to spoil it. I think I know what's in here.
Okay.
Wait, it's Mono Red, though. Maybe I don't. That's interesting. It's going to get bloody. That's what you say before every Commander game. Angie's Ravager. He's a vampire berserker. It's like a red vampire deck. That's cool.
That is cool.
Each combat, if available, attacks whenever Ravager attacks. Discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Madness, 1 and 1 red. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost or put it into your graveyard. Ooh, graveyard shenanigans. Okay, here's our anime card, Evora, Insatiable Air. For 1/1 for 2. Trample. When it enters and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. An artifact with 1, tap 1, discard a card, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card.
She's cool looking.
When you discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Evora. That's cool. So you're discarding cards, give yourself power and blood. Blood. Abandon Reason. Belligerent Guest. Blood Petal Celebrant. That's cool. I like the... Try saying that into the microphone.
Blood Petal Celebrant.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a good mouth feel.
Good mouth feel. She's a 2/1 vampire, and she also has first strike as long as it's attacking, and then when it dies, create a blood token. Falcon Wrath, Celebrants. Flame Blessed Bolt, Incorrigible Youths. Soul Seer. Stolen Vitality, that's a scary looking card. Voldaren Duelist, Voldaren Epicure, and a bunch of land. It's like the Blood Rave in Blade.
Yes.
When he goes into the party and they're all having fun, drinking blood, and they're about to eat somebody, and Blade just comes in shooting, and you're like, wow, what the hell? That's how I remember.
That's exactly how that scene went.
Yep.
What the hell? What's that one called?
Encounter.
Encounter.
I think we had one encounter before. Let's see if it's somewhat similar. Rishkar, Pima Renegade, Elf Druid. That's fun. When he enters, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. Each creature you control with a counter on it has tap, add a green. So remember how I was saying that you could tap elves for like 15 mana every turn? This is one of those ways you could do that. Saurian Symbiote, Spine Tyrannex, Dinosaur Beast, Mowu, Loyal Companion. He's a sleepy Mowu. That's one of the best arts. Yeah. In his sleep, he twitched and startled, dreaming of glorious battle against the undead hordes. He's awesome. Even the heroes deserve a little long rest now and then. Biogenic Upgrade, Aggressive Instinct, Deepwood Denizen, Duskshell Crawler, very good card. Zhang Yangu, I think that's how you pronounce it, Zhang Yangu, Wildcrafter, and Apologies to anybody who's like, no, that's not how you pronounce that at all. Legendary Planeswalker.
Yell at him in the comments below.
Yeah, everybody does. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has tap, add 1 mana of any color. That's really fun. And then put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I like that a lot. Reckless Amplimancer. Amplimancer, that has good kind of mouthfeel too to it.
Amplimancer.
Yeah. Servant of the Scale. Snake Skin Veil for your protection. And lands. There you go. Here we go. 4 more packs. How's everyone doing out there? Are you excited for Jumpstart yet? Because, gotta tell you, I've got Soaring next. Looks like it's going to be maybe blue dragons or some sort of flying. Soaring, it's probably going to be a flying strategy. Oh, Mu Yan Ling, Sky Dancer. She's pretty. Sorry, I'm just kind of taken back by this card.
Yeah.
She's a planeswalker, Yangling. Until your next turn, up to one target creature gets -2/-0 and loses flying. Create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying. Or -8 loyalty, you get an emblem with islands you control have tap 1, draw a card. That's pretty fun. It only costs 3. Very nice. Starlight Snare. Sinnet Jelly Drover. Human Wizard. She's great too. I like this pack a lot. When a Sinnet Jelly Drover enters or dies, create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. So, I mean, my first instinct for 4-cost legendary creature, you could use this in a commander deck where you flicker in and out a million times, have a million jellyfish, and attack with all these creatures. Really cool. Aerial Guide. That was it was a Drake, honestly.
Did you know you really shouldn't call them jellyfish because they're not fish? They're just jellies.
They're just jellies?
Yeah, they're
Well,
called
why
jellies.
does it say jellyfish on Sinnet Jelly Drover?
It shouldn't because
She is the Jelly Drover,
they're
and
not fish.
they look like they're
So
cuddling.
they shouldn't be called that. They should just be called jellies.
Fish Facts with Victoria.
They're not fish though.
Aerial Guide, Cloudskin Seer, Gust of Wind, Malcator's Watcher, Serpentine Ambush, Thopter Mechanic, I like that, Tide Skimmer, Windstorm Drake, Winged Words, and Land. Land.
I did a lot of zoo camps.
Nice.
I didn't make any human friends there though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, I wasn't. I was there for the aminals.
Were you just a know-it-all? And they're like, ugh, this
No,
again.
But I was a bit of a teacher's pet.
Oh.
Yeah, you can believe that.
Wizards! This is a wizard archetype. It's actually a very supported tribe, but I don't think it's in top 10. But it's got Naban, Dean of Iteration.
Speaking of supported tribes, we do have that poll out. I don't know when this video is going out in comparison to that poll.
The poll?
Yeah, poll. P-O-L-L.
P-O-L-L. Oh, poll. You said the poll out.
No, the poll out. The poll that is out.
So I thought you were saying something different.
No.
That's where my brain went.
No, not poll out.
Yeah, we got a poll out video coming out. Like, what?
I thought he was thinking of poll like what I do.
Anyway, we've got
Poll.
Naban. He's a human wizard. If a wizard control entry causes triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Ooh. See? You got double up effects on wizard abilities for 2 costs. That's not bad at all. Ether Channeler. Legendary. When an Ether Channeler enters, create a bird with flying, or enter. See, this deck and the other blue deck would probably go really well.
Together.
Starlight Snares, Fairy Seer, Academy Journey Mage, Augur of Bolas. Ooh, chilling Trap, Expedition Diviner, Merfolk Wizard. I always just like Merfolk artwork. I think they look really cool. He's got the bubble staff. Come on. Frost Trickster, Opportunity, Remand, Shipwreck Dowser, and Land. All right, 2 more packs left. Here we go. Come on, give me a mono black.
Seems like there's...
Yes!
This box has a lot of mono green and mono blue.
Yes. It was like, please play Simic and or Goblins. We've got Vampires, so get very excited.
I'm wondering if any of these can go in my Astarian deck.
Well, I have a feeling of what the anime card is, so let's take a peek. We've got Crossway Troublemakers. He's a vampire. 5 5/5 for 6 attacking vampires you control have Death Touch and Lifelink. Whenever a vampire you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Very cool. Sanctum Seeker, another legendary. Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Scourge of the Undercity. That looks cool. Looks like a Soul Knife rogue from Magic in a way, you know?
It does. Mm-hmm.
Really cool. Nazar, the Velvet Fang. That actually might be the, is that the, maybe that's the anime artwork right there. Alchemist's Gift. Bleed Dry. Ew. Blood Fountain. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Creeping Bloodsucker. That's a really good reprint. That used to be like a $10 card. I don't know if this set has affected that price, maybe a little bit. Gluttonous Guest. Urge to Feed. Vampire of the Dire Moon. And that is it. That's a pretty cool set. I thought it was going to have
Blood Artist.
Blood Artist as an anime card. That would have been fun. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe I've seen that somewhere before. Let me know. All right. And now, Too Many. Ooh, what is this? I haven't heard of this one.
Oh, that would be, oh my gosh, that with the goblins.
There are too many.
There's too many goblins.
We got Fiendish Duo Devil, 6 cost for 5/5. First strike. If a source you would deal damage to an opponent, deals double that damage to that player instead. See, that would go good with goblins. Goblin Surprise, there we go. Brothers Yamazaki, this is our anime card, looks really cool. He's a human samurai for 3. He's a 2/1. Bushido, 1. Whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. They're exactly two permanents named Brothers Yamazaki on the battlefield. The legend rule doesn't apply to them. Each other creature named Brothers Yamazaki gets +2/+2 and has haste. So there's they're actual brothers, and then there's this one in the other artwork, and they might have to get 2 packs to get them, but there are 2 brothers that have the same card type, which is pretty cool. Oh, there it's right there. Okay, cool. Brothers Yamazaki. So there's your 2 cards. Very cool. Battle Rattle Shaman. Battle Rattle Shaman. I like the name of that already.
Battle.
Kranko's Command, Furious Reprisal, Mog Flunkies, Pigment Storm, Reckless Impulse, Twinferno, Weaselback Redcap, and our lands. Guys, what did you think about Jumpstart 2025? You have any thoughts?
I do think it's fun, and it definitely goes along with Foundations, which I think is a nice, like, jumping back into it.
Yeah.
Place to start. So, no, I like it, and I think it's cool to show people, like, hey, just because, like, if you look at these 3 blue that we have here, Bookworms, Soaring, and Wizards, you can see that there's different, you know, deck types, or how you can pair them together, how they can work together.
Different synergies.
Yes, synergies. Thank you. With organic growth.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, no, I like it. I'm curious to see what we also got from there, the 3 packs that each of us have here.
Yep. Because whatever we get in here, we're going to just take our favorite 2 of them, build a deck, and we are going to play each other. So stay tuned for that. Like the video so we can get that video out to you faster, and we will see you there.